welcome to my one-man show. Today I'm really hoping to keep this video really sweet, really short, really concise. Let's get straight to the point. I'm sure you clicked on this based on the title and you want to get some tips on how to lose those quarantine lockdown weights, because you know they don't want to leave. You know they're hugging to your waistline so tight they don't want to go. But I've got some tips that are actually practical that you can use to lose those weights. If you want to know, don't forget to click the subscribe button and let's get this show started. The first one is don't buy it. These are 5 simple tips. Don't buy it. I don't know about you, but if I buy something and if it's in my fridge, if it's in my cupboard, I would eat it. I would eat it and there's nothing. If it's there, I would eat it. That is how I work. Some people have more self-control and it's there and they don't touch it. Good for you. Most people that I know, if there's snacks in your fridge, if there's ice cream there, you are going to eat it. So the first tip is do not buy it. Do not buy that junk food. Don't buy that sugary bread, the ice cream, the biscuits, the crisps. Don't buy it, because if you buy it, you are going to eat it. So have some self-control when you do your grocery shopping. Get a grocery shopping list and stick to it. Stick to the list you've created. And under don't buy it is just start to pay attention to the sugar in the things you buy. So for example, if you're trying to buy a wrap, I don't know, a whole wheat wrap, just look at it and see the ingredients. You will see that there is sugar in it, and if there's sugar in it, just put it down, because the sugar they say is in it and you think it's not that much sugar, it's a lot of sugar. So just pay attention to the grocery, to the ingredient list, and if there's a lot of sugar, if you're trying to buy a healthy bread, just pay attention. If there's sugar there, probably don't buy it. But the main tip and the number 1 tip is don't buy that junk food. The number 2 tip I have is swap your sugars for maple syrup or honey. Still have sugar. If you still have those things, just completely stop today. Stop using them. Those things will make you just gain weight crazy. So if you've already made the change from sugar to maple syrup and honey, but you're still like gaining weight and you're still, I think it's those little changes of, instead of having your coffee with some honey, because honey is calories, maple syrup, as much as they're not as bad as like white sugar, they still convert to sugar in your body. So if you can reduce the content, so for example, you have coffee every morning, or you have tea every morning, try to drink your coffee without those extra sweeteners. Or your porridge, you add honey and maple syrup in them. Try to make the swaps and try to sweeten your porridge with like fruits, like a banana and some berries in there. And if you feel like it's not sweet enough, use a teaspoon. A teaspoon is more than enough. You don't need to just squeeze it in or pour it in without like actually knowing how much or what you're putting in it. So I think the biggest thing is make those swaps. If you can avoid having it sometimes, that would be great. Honestly, you will see the difference. And if you think you need that sweet thing, you want to baby step your way into like not having sugar, just use a teaspoon each time. Teaspoon honestly is all you need. And like I mentioned, my number 1 tip is when you're buying bread or you're buying normal grocery like pasta sauce that doesn't actually need to have sugar, just read the ingredients. If it's got sugar in it, just get one that doesn't have sugar in it. Those little changes honestly make the most difference in lifestyle, for future and for now, losing weight now. Honestly, start to make those changes. Okay, so number 3 is, it's like intermittent fasting, but my trick for it, instead of saying do intermittent fasting, I say don't eat until you're hungry. That's literally it. When you wake up, I feel like, especially people that are breakfast people or coffee people and just feel like they need coffee in the morning, again, putting sugar in the coffee in the morning, or they just need to eat in the morning, just wait an hour and see, are you actually hungry? You just need water. Have some water, wait around, see, do your thing, go about your day, and see if you're actually hungry. Because I think a lot of us just eat breakfast out of habit, and I know breakfast is the most important meal. That's a conversation for another day. I don't really know if it's the most important meal of the day, to be fair, but if you can skip and wait to see if you're hungry, I think that makes such a difference. Before you know it, you realize you're actually not hungry and you just eat because it's breakfast time and you feel like you should eat. If you can wait a little bit, wait an hour, wait 2 hours, before you know you waited 3 hours, you're already intermittent fasting, your body is burning calories, and you didn't even know because you're not hungry. Even if it's just an hour before you get hungry or before you feel like you need to eat, just wait, give your body that time to keep burning those calories. Let it burn it. That's my biggest tip. It's not my biggest tip, but it's also a tip that is so useful, because sometimes you end up eating just 2 meals a day. And I know there's a whole debate about you have to eat like 5 times a day. You don't have to keep eating all the time. Your body is not designed to constantly be processing calories and processing sugar and processing all these things you're putting in it. Sometimes your body just needs a break. Stop eating all the time. You can eat 2 meals, 2 really good healthy meals, and you're good, and you don't feel deprived. Your body is not deprived. But yeah, if you can wait in the morning before you eat, that would be a game changer for you. Before you even drink coffee, before you eat, just wait an hour minimum and see when you get hungry, and then you eat food. My number 4 tip is, if you can count your calories for at least 2 weeks to up to a month, or even a little bit longer than that, I think it would do you good. For this lifestyle change, the reason why you're doing counting your calories for at least 2 weeks or up to a month or 2 is you have an idea what you eat normal. You eat the way you normally eat. No one is saying change the way you eat. Just eat the way you normally eat, but count those calories. The reason why you do that is it gives you an idea of how much calories you're actually putting in your body. And you don't actually have to measure everything you eat. It's just your main food, your main like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and probably some of the snacks you have in between. Don't change the way you eat. Just eat normally. It's supposed to help you put your food in context in terms of how much you can just, like, maybe you blindly pour in olive oil in your pan and just cooking, but actually olive oil is very high in calories. When I did that, I realized that a tablespoon of olive oil is like 131 calories, I think. Wild. That's a tablespoon. Imagine just pouring olive oil in your pan and just cooking with it, thinking, oh, olive oil is healthy, so I must be eating healthy. But actually, even though it's healthy, it has a lot of calories. So me counting my calories helped me realize that actually I don't need that much olive oil. I could just put 1 tablespoon and that's enough. Guys, honestly, if you can count your calories for 2 weeks to a month, it allows you to put things in context. You know what you're putting in your body. You know how much nuts you're having. Maybe you just carry a bag of nuts and you just keep snacking on it. But actually, if you measured it and you realize nuts are super high in fat and high in calories, next time you're just going to take a handful and you're going to call it a day, because you know that, oh, actually, that may be a bit much. I hope that really makes sense. But honestly, count your calories for 2 to 1 month and it changes the game. It puts your food in context. Okay guys, my number 5 tip is, this one is, if you take anything away from this video, this is the most important thing I will tell you. Eat what you want, but just not as much as you want. Hear me out. We all have cravings. For me to sit here and say, oh, just have salad and just eat clean and no sugar, never eat sugar, never eat sugar, never eat pizza, never have a burger, that's a lie. It's not sustainable. We all have cravings. It's gonna happen, and if you beat yourself up over it, you're going to keep beating yourself over it, because the cravings are not gonna go. The more healthy you get, the less it becomes. But if you eat what you want, but not as much as you want, honestly, it changes the game. There's nothing wrong in eating pasta. If you want to have pasta and you have a craving for pasta, have pasta. Have your pasta, but don't go blindly putting pasta in a bowl and have a bowl of pasta and have it 3 nights in a row or 4 nights in a row. No. You have 2 to 3 tablespoons of pasta. You've had pasta. It's just not that much. It's not as much as you want, but you've had pasta. The craving of pasta has been satisfied at that point. The problem about diets and those like super strict diets is you can't eat anything you want. Your body's craving all these things that it wants, and the moment you end that diet and the moment you stop, you go and binge eat, and you're like, oh my god, I want pasta, I'm gonna eat a whole bowl of pasta. I want some pizza, I'm gonna eat. And then you binge eat. It's defeated everything you worked on. I mean, this is still a journey for me, and this is still something I'm learning. You've defeated everything you've just done, and now you're back to square one. However, if you incorporate this lifestyle change, is I want some ice cream. Okay, cool. You can have some ice cream. But the usual behavior was, I'll get a tub of ice cream, just sit in front of the table, and not me, but I'm saying in general, sit in front of TV and just like scoop and just eat away and watch a movie, la 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 la. No, that's not acceptable. You want ice cream, get a scoop of ice cream, put it in a cup, and go enjoy your ice cream. You've had what you want, but you've not had as much as you want. Now the craving for ice cream is gone because you've had that sugar, you've had a little bit of it, and now you're fine. Not to say just have pizza today, have pasta tomorrow, have a little bit of this every day. It's like, no, incorporate a healthy lifestyle choice. You're having your healthy food, you're having your proteins, you're having your salads, you're having your veggies, you're having fruit, you're having a normal healthy lifestyle and eating healthy things. But when you have those carb cravings or those sugar cravings, it's okay. If you want pizza, that's fine. Have a slice of pizza and call it a day. Have 2 slices and call it a day. My 5 tips are lifestyle changes that you will lose weight. You would also help you maintain your weight once you've lost your weight, and it will also help you with those strict diets that we love so much. We love those strict diets so much. It would also help you to keep those weights off after your strict diets. I'm done speaking. I hope this has been useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Goodbye.